Okay, I'm inside the mystery cave. I'm kind of on my way out, but I got some side passages to do. I just climbed up out of this trench. As you can see, it's quite a ways down. Basically, I had to climb down this little cliff here. It's not as dangerous as it looks. There's some loose gravel, but there's plenty of good stuff. But let me go over here. I want to show you a couple things, hopefully without getting myself hurt. So if you look carefully on the ceiling, there's some formations up there. See if I can get a little closer without getting myself hurt. Yeah, so there's the way I climbed up. Now I'm next to the cliff. I'm going to stay a few feet away. But the good news is I got good traction here. Not really worried about slipping just yet. There's another balcony on the far side there. Okay, I'm going to turn up my light all the way so you can see. Okay, there's 100% brightness. So I was able to climb up that side and over. And also down here at the bottom, there's a lower level too. And then you see the cliff here, the ledge is technically wide enough. If you're really brave, you could do it. But I'm by myself. That's a risk. All right, so let me turn my light back down to 30% to save battery life. There we go. So there's some formations right here and up here, all along the ledge here. It's pretty cool. Huh, there's some ceiling on the ceiling, but I lost track. Oh, they're back there. But look at this up here on the ledge. There are a lot of small formations here. How cool is that? Lots of small formations. Right on this little balcony, whatever you want to call it. That's really cool. So these are called dripstone, because like the water or the lava dripped while it was still liquid, solidified. It'd be fun to do this artificially with some kind of viscous liquid, like glass. Because if you imagine, it's kind of like, looks like a melted candle, partially melted candle. So it is a lot like that. I guess you could make something like that out of candle wax. That'd be kind of fun. Wonder if a candle factory, the workers ever play around, do stuff like that. Back to work. I'm not paying you to play with those. Anyway. You know, that'd be funny. I should apply for a job at a candle making factory. Just be honest about it. Say, yeah, I'd like to work here because I'd like to play with the candle wax. Who knows? Maybe they give me a promotion for optimism and motivation. I wonder if I even have any candle factories here in the US. Wow. I didn't notice all these formations from the other direction. They're so small, not really noticeable. My back is getting a little sore from wearing my backpack full of spare batteries all day. So I'm thinking it's definitely my last cave for the day. It's like 2 hours for one trip through this cave. I already went through and shot horizontal. Now I'm going through and shooting vertical. Figure as long as I'm all the way up here, might as well make the gas worth it. Oops. Such a pretty cave too. I asked other people if they wanted to check out this cave. They're like, yeah, I don't care about formations. I just want to do vertical. There is a vertical spot in this cave, but it's short, so nobody cares. Okay. So now, look how big this room is. So if I want to go out, I would turn right here. But there is a lower level. And there's like 6 ways down there. So check it out. See this boulder? I could go left or right. Either way looks kind of hard. So I'm going to keep going around to the right. The easiest way, I think. See, look at that. Doesn't that look like it's really far down? It's scary. I'm pretty sure I've been through there, but maybe not that way, but pretty close. Anyway, long story short, over here on the far right, I think is the easiest way. See, look. If it wasn't for my backpack, I could easily squeeze through there. Looks like there's a cliff down there, though. I don't want to get stuck on top of a cliff. So, long story short, I went down this way before, so I figured if it worked before, it can work again. But you see how there's multiple rocks. There's lots of places I can put my beautiful feet. The only tricky part is not really a lot of places to put my hands. It is going to be a little bit of a drop. But at least I can kind of see what I'm doing. The tricky part, just don't lean forward. You don't want to fall over forward. You have to stay upright or lean back towards the wall. So yeah, this is the way I came down. Oh man, my light's at 100. I swear I turned it down to 30. So the thing is, if I accidentally push the button in, it turns it back up to 100. But yeah, through here is another way up. And then the far wall is the other way up. So yeah, see, I could climb up through there. It's not that hard, but it's a little tight. I'd have to take off my backpack. And then up here, that's the way I went up last time. From above, it looks like a big cliff because there's a cliff here. But if you go over the rock, so stay away from the cliff, it's not that bad. When I get back, I'll decide which way I want to go up. So, there's one way up. There's the second way up. There's the way I came down. Both times I came down that way. Probably go back up that way too, because you can see I can go diagonally up that rock maybe, or there's different ways. Like I said, when I get back, I'll let whatever I feel like it. But look at it. I was just showing you how rough the walls were, all those formations. Look how smooth it is. Same thing, there's the ceiling, there's the wall. Except for the layers peeled away, a couple breakdown rocks. Very smooth. Fascinating. Notice there's an upper level there. My flashlight smells funny from overheating. It's 100 watts, so if I'm not careful, it can overheat. There's a way out there, but it's too hard for me. Wow. All right, let's look around, shall we? Notice here, just like before, the wall is really smooth, except for the way it's peeling. But look at the color here, mostly orange, kind of brown, rust. Then there's some white up there. Same thing, there's some white here too. Look at these flat rocks, super easy flat rocks. Sometimes even though they're big, they can teeter-totter under your feet though, so be prepared for that. You don't want to lose your footing that you actually tip over and trip. So look at this here. I don't know if you can see very well. There's flowstone on the wall. It doesn't stick out much. It's just, it literally dripped on the wall, solidified. Kind of like crayons melting or something, with no color. That'd be another way to do this artificially. Make a big cave out of crayons. I'm a genius. But yeah. Seriously, I was thinking if I was rich, I'd probably build like an amusement park with a whole bunch of different caves. Each one's different. Like make one out of concrete, make one out of candle wax, make one out of crayons, make one, I don't know. Just any material I think will work. Of course, it can't be too flammable. The candle wax thing would probably be a fire hazard that wouldn't allow it, but you know what I mean. Or just glass, like clear glass or stained glass. There's a lot of potential. I'd like hire a few different artists. Like I'd put like one artist in charge of each cave to say, okay, this is the general shape I want. This is what we can do. Make it look pretty. Extra credit if you end up in National Geographic. All right. But you gotta watch your footing here. Look at this. I'm standing on a rock pile. Look at that hole. It's just big enough. It's like 15 feet down. It's too small. I couldn't fall down there. But if you like step in there, it could hurt your foot pretty bad, your ankle pretty bad. And don't even get me started about dropping your car keys. Yeah. My car keys are double bagged. They're in a pocket within a pocket in my backpack. So look at this. There's a way back there to the left. I think that's a dead end. There's a way over there to the right. If I remember right, they might actually be connected. But I'm going to keep going to the left first to go clockwise. See how that works out. If it gets too hard, I'll bravely run away. If danger rears its ugly head, I'll just have to turn my tail and bravely fly. Wait, what? Fly? Flew. Go away. Anyway. I'm here for a Holy Grail. No thanks, we already have one. Yeah. Wonder if that's ever worked with telemarketers. Yeah, do you have Medicare Part B? No thanks, I already have it. Anyway. Oh, I see. So this is just a side passage. It's bringing me back to the same main tube. So, okay, there was absolutely nothing back there. Oh well, good to know. Let me go up here, look around. So look at this tube. That's where I'm heading. Look at that big rock. That'll be the way back. And this is the little, not so shortcut I just came. Notice the rock over here is purple. The rock over here is orange. And the rock down here is black. Oh, those are my feet, in case you're wondering. And yes, I know my boots are falling apart. Man, I got these boots specifically for caving. I think they're only like 3 months old. The rocks have just torn them up. Wow. But that's kind of the whole point. The boots get torn up so that my feet don't. I usually prefer shoes, but shoes aren't designed for this. My shoes are comfortable, but they don't have any traction. At least with these boots, I have a little bit of traction. Protection for my ankles. All that good stuff. What's kind of stupid, our home phone isn't working. And somebody was trying to call us on our home phone. Long story short, they texted me on my cell phone after I already went to bed. So anyway, long story short, it's kind of funny because I don't have reception down here, so they're not going to reach me down here. Anyway, it's a long story. See, look at this. It's a couple little nice formations next to that pretty color. Oh, why is this not focused? I hate touchscreen, but oh well. Wow, look at all these formations here on the right. Like I said, I was trying to stay to the left. But for some reason, this cave, all the formations are on the right. All right. Especially, okay, let me cross over here to go around a rock. Yeah, it's like, other than weird colors, there's like nothing over on this side of the cave. It's a lopsided cave. It's gonna tip over. Technically, there's some dripstone here, but it just doesn't look as cool. Oh wow, it's like up here. Let's see if I can reach it. That's almost a lava rose, but it's too tall for me to know for sure. Well, that's a dripstone here. Dripstone here. See if I can look around. Yeah. You know, I sometimes go caving with other people, but they usually go too fast. They want to sprint through the cave. So, honestly, often prefer to go caving by myself because I can go nice and slow and look at everything. The other problem too is if they do want to look at everything, we get in each other's way. It's like, okay, your turn to look, then it's my turn to look. It's like a single file line of look. It's almost like we need to figure out, okay, the longest we're going to look at one formation is 30 seconds. So what we need to do is a single file line through the cave, 30 seconds apart. Something weird like that. I don't know. Maybe that's overthinking it. Like that one up there. I like, whoa, this one's shaped kind of like an H. You see how like one tipped over and touched the other one? They're like brother and sister fighting or something. This is my side of the cave. No, this is my side of the cave. I had this first. All right. Just gonna... Oops. I want to look over here, but I can't really do it without trampling anything. But there's some dripstones up there on the wall, but can't really climb that wall without trampling anything. Because look at this. This is the part where I'm at sand formations. Wow. I don't want to trample these. Some of these are nice and deep, too. Like you see how there's puddles? Dude, that's natural. Please don't step anywhere near those. Try to stay at least 3 feet from those. In fact, I'm already like 1 foot from this one. Okay, I'm an accidental hypocrite, okay? I wasn't thinking that far ahead. But anyway, yeah, good point. Because I saw the big ones ahead, I didn't realize I was standing next to a small one. There's so much going on here. It's like sensory overload. But yeah, to get through here without causing damage, I basically need to play hopscotch on this rock right here. Hopefully I can do it without slipping. Last time I was here, I slipped. I stepped on the sand. Ugh. Oh, that's twice. Okay, this sucks. See, let me show you what's happening here. I was standing on this rock, right? I didn't think I could make it, so I stepped on the rock right here and slipped down into the sand. So I think we're gonna have to give up on that one stretch of sand because it's just too hard to stand on the rock. Oops. Like I said, if I owned this cave, I would put in a catwalk, a metal catwalk. So you don't even have to maintain your balance, just walk on the dang walkway. But like I said, obviously there's no budget for that. In case you're wondering, this is a government property. I'm in a national forest. So Forestry Service is more worried about trees than caves anyway. Lots of people come up here for different things. Camping, elk hunting, target shooting, mountain biking, 4-wheel driving. So, you know, they got lots of other priorities besides making the caves a little easier to explore. See here, notice there's sand everywhere, so I can't play hopscotch on the rocks. Oops, dang it, I knocked down one of those rock piles. Anyway, I was trying to stay away from the sand. Anyway, long story short, everybody else is going right through the middle. So I'm gonna just go right through the middle to try to localize the damage. See, over here it's not as wet. There's these big holes, but there's no water at the bottom of the holes. Look at the ceiling here, though. Lots of cool stuff. So I want to go to the end here very carefully. Well, okay, this is as far as I'm going. I have no idea where the end is. I see somebody dug through there to see how far it goes. There's no way I'm going to belly crawl through this mess, but I'd be curious to know how far they got. I don't even know who did that. Some people won't even admit it if they did. But look how smooth the water is here. I assume that means one of a few things. One, there's no water dripping from the ceiling. And two, it actually floods here. But it looks, you notice how it's smooth? I think people have been like trying to crawl across there too. Probably a bad habit. Over here, there's the nice pock marks from water dripping though. So at least this cave is somewhat preserved, even though there's obviously people walking through here. Like I said, here I think the best thing would be to just stay in the middle. Most of the water is dripping on the sides. There's pock marks in the middle too. Like I said, like even right here, I just saw water drip in here. I can't avoid that. Other than flat out not coming back here. But I mean, come on. You gotta be reasonable. But it's interesting how there's like different textures of sand, mud next to. I don't have an extender pole with me. What I should do is come through here sometime with an extender pole so I can show the stuff closer without, getting myself on it. As long as I'm in control and don't accidentally drop it. Okay, let's try this again. But you see how complicated it is? Well, you see how there's two puddles. The big one is kind of smooth. The little one left is more complicated. I've seen caves where the sand formations are a lot more complicated. I think it just means it drops from more places on the ceiling. Wow. Like I said, this is the part where I messed up twice today. I tried to step on this rock on the right, but it's more slippery than I anticipated. And I just ended up slipping right off. So I think at this point, I'm just going to have to step on this one spot on the sand and admit that I can't avoid it. But anyway. Yeah. Bummer. Man, this cave is cool. I'm just glad it's open to the public. Like I said, some of the good caves are gated. They literally have a steel gate blocking them. Some of the steel gates, even when they're unlocked, they're hard to get through. Man, I did 2 caves last weekend. Man, they blocked the cave. They put a gate at the cave where it's really steep and stuff. It's real pain, and they're ready to get through. I know one guy wanted to go caving there, but he just couldn't get himself through. Obviously, you got to be careful not to get yourself injured by overstretching or anything like that. It's better to miss the cave than to get hauled away to hospital for back injury. All right, so now I'm heading back to the main tube. I'm still on the lower level. I'm climbing up a rock pile, but I'm not really going up to the upper level, just higher up in the same lower level. Whoa. Jeez. I just made a rock like 500 pounds teeter-totter under my weight. That was a bad idea. Okay. Okay. I wonder if I can fit through here to the left. Might be the easiest way out. Oh, man. Here's the funny part. I could fit back here. I'm not sure if it's a dead end or not. Oh man, yep, this is a dead end. Fooled you. As long as I'm here though, look at the wall. I'm not completely disappointed I'm back here. Even back here. Wow. Okay, well, that was a good little scenic detour. Now see if I can find my way out of this maze. Okay, yeah, this is the way the cave splits into. I came through there on the right, but I could have just as easily gone over the top here. It's a little more work to climb over the rocks, but there's more room. See, this is where you want to be careful. Look at it, it's like 10 feet down here to the left. That's where I was, but I went the long way. Doesn't mean it's safe to fall down. All right. Okay. It's fucking, I have no idea where I am now. Oh, I know where I am. Okay. So I just crawled through there. I could have gone through there. And then I came up over here. So that concludes my tour of the lower level. Actually, I still think I'm heading back up to the... yeah, wherever I'm going. I think I'm still in the lower level. This cave is it's very steep, too. I mean, it's not flat. Like even Ape Cave I think gains 800 feet elevation, but that's over 2 miles. This cave's a lot shorter. Seems pretty steep. Okay, I'm almost gonna switch videos here. Hang on a second.